Oh, we have this breaking story courtesy of who else? Jim Hoft, thegatewaypundit.com. I can't plug that site enough. It's great. And they're definitely in the pro-Trump conservative press. But Jim Hoft does a great job, and I turn many of his stories into audio clips. Even on days when I'm really suffering from allergies here in Florida. But I guess they're past allergies in the place we're talking about, Cuba. I'm in northern Florida right now. A little loud in the newsroom, I apologize for that. But he has a story that came out in the last hour, or maybe a little over an hour ago. It says, figures, Raul Castro blows off feckless Obama as he touches down in Cuba. And he starts off using one of my favorite adjectives, saying, what a feckless, weak leader. Then he writes, Barack Obama, I like how he doesn't use President Obama, which I do the same thing, even though I sometimes am partial to Bathhouse Barry, Mrs. Reggie Love, Larry Sinclair's former lover. All those are good names too, but he goes with Barack Obama, which is fine. Touchdown in Castro's island paradise. Sunday afternoon, Marxist leader Raul Castro and his brother Fidel did not even greet him at the airport, which is funny. Of course, Fidel, I mean, who knows what his physical state is now, but so that's gratuitous. But it is funny that Raul Castro didn't go there. Obama brought his family with him. He, obviously, courtesy of American taxpayers. Yeah, aren't the girls in school? Maybe they're in spring break right now. It's been over 90 years since a U.S. president visited the island. I think the other one was the great Calvin Coolidge. Whatever, man. If you have any good allergy remedies, feel free to send them in, by the way. Since then, the economy has been destroyed by the Marxist tyrants. There are no freedoms in Cuba. Obama doesn't care. Look for this embarrassing U.S. leader to give Guantanamo Bay back to the Castros before he heads back to the States. That's not, by the way, the costs are not an editorialization on the Castros. That's really just me suffering from allergies. Of course, there are some great comments at Discus comments to the Gateway Pundit entry here. As Obama travels to Cuba, CDC issues travel advisory telling Americans not to go there. Well, you thinking what I'm thinking? I don't need to go more into detail there. A guy named John Man writes, the lowest jungle communist regime on the planet. I'm not sure I agree with that. There are some pretty bad ones. Well, okay. The lowest jungle communist regime on the planet treats Obama like the weakest of leaders that he is, how the prestige of the U.S. has been brought low, counting the days. By the way, it's not that he's weak, it's he's on their side. Don't just discount him as weak. I tell people that all the time. Someone else writes, why don't they just stay there? Not particularly clever. I like what Toad writes, will he bow to Castro? To be, how embarrassing for the U.S., the American president.
Oh, I hear it. Looking to go away.
Quiet in the newsroom.
Oh, yeah.
The American president flies in a tube. That's my nutritionist allergist there. But we have a special remedy we're going to try, and if it works, you'll hear less coughing on my upcoming videos. But back to what I was saying, how embarrassing for the U.S., the American president flies in a two-bit lousy dictator, doesn't even greet him and his nasty family. This has got to be the biggest disgrace ever. I like what Michael Lloyd writes. Zing, bada bing, the commies diss the king, his queen, and the little princesses. This should be on TV news in a 24-hour continuous loop. Love to see the look on their faces, especially his, is there a drone strike in the future? Also read a few minutes ago that the queen refuses to meet with him when he goes to London. So much racism. It will be very, very interesting to see who and how many meet the Rolling Stones when they arrive. But that is corrected by someone writing, actually the Queen did not refuse to meet with him. She refused to go into London to meet him and is making him go to Windsor, as is only appropriate. Too bad she didn't refuse entirely, though. Of course, they do that to Michael Savage, me editorializing. Well, the Queen's not a young lady, so, you know, and plus that is protocol, and they're big on that. At least they have to have something in New Pakistan, formerly England. Someone else writes, what an embarrassment these grifters are, counting the days until they are gone. Trump 2016. Someone makes a video, Sweet Home Hialeah. I'll have to watch that later. All right. Is my computer stuck? Okay, you get the point. If you want to read the rest of the comments, and I'm sure there are going to be plenty of more good ones. Wait, hold on. We're moving. Nah, okay. You got enough there. You get the point. Go see thegatewaypundit.com. Jim Hoft deserves your traffic anyway. Adam at Trump Nation here.